Wait, hold.
Because we okay. All right, take two. Hello and welcome. I'm your host, William Lou. I'm joined by co-host Alex Wong. You are listening to the Hello and Welcome podcast presented by Betway. We are obviously here live at Las Vegas Summer League. You can see here in the beautiful set behind us, we're live from the Thomas & Mack Center. I know it's been a couple minutes since the Raptors actually just completed this win, but the Raptors win 116-72 in the first game of Summer League. A lot to cover just overall, but certainly a very dominant showing. Alex Wong, were you expecting this from the Raptors right away?
Yeah, I was expecting this because I know you were hyping up this Raptors team coming into Summer League.
Yep.
And we know that they're one of the most experienced squads here at the Thomas & Mack Center. How many guys do you think on this team is over 24 years old here?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, probably not that many. I mean, Colin Castleton, I think
that's a vet to me.
AJ Lawson. AJ Lawson, by the way, was awesome tonight.
That's a vet.
He really blew the game open in that third quarter. But I think your point about just how together this team is, that is that advantage, because I got to give the coaching staff a lot of credit, but I also got to give the players a lot of credit. We've seen versions of the Raptors where they don't like spending a lot of time together. They're more distant, or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. This team loves to just be together. This whole team, like in the summertime, Jamal Shead, Jacoby Walter, Jonathan Mogbo, Jamison Battle, Ulrich Chomche, AJ Lawson, Colin Castleton. These guys just spent a lot of time together. A lot of them been in Toronto working out all summer. Obviously, the offseason is a lot longer when you're tanking. You're done in April. These guys have just been together this whole time. And when you come to a situation like this, like most Summer League teams, they're a bunch of random guys thrown together. Guys are fighting each other for stats, fighting each other for opportunity. You don't see a cohesion. You see a lot of one-on-one play. The Raptors, though, you can definitely tell how much experience that they have. And you look at them tonight. It didn't really matter who was on the floor, whether they were first-round picks, second-round picks, undrafted guys. Every single shift was played the exact same way. It almost looked like watching the Florida Panthers against the Toronto Maple Leafs, because it was just turnover, and then bucket. I mean, Chicago had 34 turnovers, man.
Yeah.
It's a 40-minute game.
Chicago sucks, but
they suck. They definitely suck.
If you're a Chicago Bulls fan, I'm really sorry. I don't know if there's a lot of things to look forward to. You've got our Japanese legend Yuki on that team now, but
they were bullying that man.
This man was saying it was kind of racist the way they were guarding
Yuki. The way they played defense was racially motivated.
No, but
I'm
to
here
your
to report
point,
to you live.
To your point about the Raptors defense, I think this reminded me last season too, coming into Summer League. That was a huge emphasis, and you see some of the guys that are back here again, right? Jamal Shead and some of these other guys, and obviously they've added the rookies. We're going to talk about our guy Alijah Martin, who had the dunk of the year already here for the Raptors.
It's over.
But pressing, you talk about the togetherness, the bench was just, lifting everybody up. It was just great energy for Summer League, and that's what Summer League is, right? Bringing these guys together, bonding, show some guy James Wade, coaching the squad.
Along post-game, man.
Along with an unnumbered, I can't tell you how many number of assistant coaches there are, because we'll talk about later, because you sent me on a special assignment here.
Yeah, I had two assignments for my two producers. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm very obviously lucky to have two producers, first off. But my first assignment was, a whole bunch of Toronto Raptors, the senior squad, right? So Scotty Barnes, Brandon Ingram, RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickley, Jakob Poeltl, Sandro Mamushkelavili, Ochai, Grady Dick. Those guys were all pulled up courtside to show up. And then as soon as they pulled up, you just saw plate after plate of chicken fingers and fries.
They were basically being served food here from the concourse of the Thomas & Mack.
So the whole squad's eating chicken fingers and fries.
And for people that don't know, the chicken fingers, Will can vouch for this, are elite here.
Bro, if we weren't about to have a steak dinner right after this, the show's over.
Show off.
Free, by the way.
Yeah.
If we weren't about to have a steak dinner right after this, I would be crushing those chicken fingers and fries as well with the rest of the team. Yeah, here's the photo with Jerome. I actually Then Jerome, I told him, yo, can you just go over there and take a photo of the whole squad eating chicken fingers and fries? I think you can see in this photo, Mamu is crushing some.
Yeah.
And Grady and Jakob. But, I mean, that was one assignment. And then in the third quarter, I'm watching this demolition happen. I'm looking over to the bench, and I'm like, yo, Alex, can you go over there and count how many assistant coaches are on the Raptors bench? You know, just the whole coaching staff.
Yeah.
And I'll have people leave their guesses. Let us know how many assistant coaches you think the Raptors have brought to this situation here. Alex will get to it in about 10 minutes. I don't know. There's no winner. It's just kind of funny to sort of note the number. But, no, it was just togetherness all the way around. And honestly, like, I know it's just Summer League. And honestly, the Bulls, like, they weren't very good.
Yeah, Bulls stink.
For me, I'm just like, it's a testament to how strong your coaching and how strong your team culture is if everyone comes in and plays the same way. You know what I mean? Like, Jamal Shead being the leader of that group, forcing 8-second violations, forcing moving screens, forcing guys to step out of bounds. But then you have him, like, being backed up by Alijah Martin, who's doing the same thing, pressure defense, arms everywhere. You know, he's very strong. He's got the strong body. He doesn't play them as tightly as Jamal. Jamal's probably, like, for me, the best defender in this group because he gives them no space. Like, he doesn't have to gap anybody. Even if they're not a shooter, he doesn't gap them because he knows he can be quick and stay with them and whatever, right? And then Chucky Hepburn, too, when he came in the game, forcing guys to step on the baseline, forcing guys to throw bad passes. And, again, the Bulls, whatever, they're disconnected, they're terrible. But, like, 34 turnovers in 40 minutes?
Yeah. No, that's like, incredible under, like, any context. Yeah. Like Summer League, a real game. I think to ask you about a couple of these players, I think Ulrich Chomche was getting a lot of attention just in the conversations and stuff.
1 year away from being 1 year away.
Yeah, like, I think, from just talking to people in the organization, last season.
Oh, wait, sources?
Yeah, sources. I'm dropping a couple of scoops on this. So,
okay, here we go.
Aggregators. I know the organization was very protective of Ulrich last year. Like, they had learned from what happened maybe with, like, someone like a Bruno Caboclo, and there was, like, maybe, like, expectations that was placed on him.
Yeah.
They didn't want him to get no feature articles. They didn't want him to get a lot of attention from the media. No interviews.
The one interview that does exist with Ulrich Chomche with the Toronto Raptors was right here in Summer League last year.
Yes.
And it's actually on our channel if you want to search for it. But Ulrich Chomche actually went into great detail about how he comes from a background of farming.
Yeah, farm boy.
And he's the farm boy.
Farm boy.
Farm boy. Get him a sponsorship in Toronto.
Yeah, but I think, there was a lot of expectations on just like, the long-term potential of Ulrich. And last year, I remember us sitting here talking about Ulrich, and one of the lasting memories was like he had lost his shoe in a game.
Oh, man.
And this was like how green he was to just like basketball in the NBA environment.
No, his shoelace was untied.
His shoelace was untied. He
didn't lose the shoe. It was on his foot.
His shoelace was untied.
Yeah.
I want to say at one point, I swear he picked up his shoe.
Yeah.
And he was telling the ref, why aren't you stopping the game?
Yeah.
Because he thought this would cause a stoppage in play.
This one back and forth, I'm not kidding.
For like 4 possessions. Yeah, 4 or 5 possessions. And that's just how raw Ulrich was.
Yeah.
Now, he had the long-term injury back on the court. What did you see from him today?
I mean, I saw just a guy who, first off, like, we know what he is right now, which is a rim runner going to the basket. We know he's blocking shots, rebounding. I thought he did all those things pretty well for the team. I like that he showcased some touch on the jump hooks as well. That seems to be something that he's been working on a lot. I know that the assistant coaches have been working with him specifically on that jump hook, left hand, right hand. That's and I'm happy he was able to showcase that. But what was more important to me was there weren't these big lapses of, like, he comes in the game and gets lost, and like the game's too fast for him. He commits a couple fouls, and he takes a bad shot here or there. Like, he didn't really make a lot of mistakes. That's not to say he played a perfect game, but like we just had heard from Darko at practice yesterday when Darko sort of talked about how with Ulrich that they have a 2-year plan. They knew that when they drafted him, right? They knew that they had a 2-year plan with Ulrich Chomche, and like, if they had a 2 years away for Bruno, he's 1 year away from 1 year away. But what's really nice is that he's showing you that maturation in terms of just like, he's learning how to play the game. And again, I'm still not expecting anything remotely from him in the following season, but that's not a bad thing because again, that's where he is on schedule. What's more importantly for me is just that he's actually progressing. And I thought tonight he was very steady. And we know what like the reason that he's like raw and uncut is because like he has these abilities to like he's so big and fast, and he's fluid, and he's light on his feet. Like, he's strong too. Like, even though he's not like super bulky, although he's obviously gotten stronger, but like guys bounce off of him. So like, this type of skill set, you just need to like have the game slow down for you, not make too many mistakes, and then let your natural gifts take over here. And I thought he did a really good job just protecting the basket. But again, like, Colin Castleton, I know you're not a big fan.
Yo, I can't believe I flew all the way here to Vegas. And, I love Vegas, man.
Yeah.
Shouts to the gambling and shouts to all the vices that are available to be discussed on the Banter Pod, coming up next week. But I cannot believe that I sit down for the Summer League game. I'm really excited to watch the Raptors. First of all, I see Colin Castleton, who simply reminds me. Shouts to Howard Beck, just coming through.
Yo, what up, Beck?
What up, Beck? What up? Where's Low at, man? I did not want to see Colin Castleton. He reminded me so much of just, last season, which was disastrous.
Yeah.
And then to, add icing on this little Thomas and Mac cake here.
Yeah.
Checking in for the Chicago Bulls, actually starting for them, is my boy Javon Freeman Liberty, man.
I'm not gonna lie.
Was Jeff Down Jr. going to be the ref of this game? Like, what other nightmares was going to appear for me, man?
I think Jeff Down Jr. officially aged out of Summer League. I think there's an age limit for that. No, it's funny because, whenever you go through tank seasons, there's, an avatar for that tank.
Yeah.
I mean, back then it was Aaron Baines in Canada, right?
Yeah.
And then I think for that year, when the Raptors tanked the first year, 2023, 2024, that was Javon Freeman Liberty for me because the amount of times that I had to do a 2-hour show live on TV and radio, and I got nothing but to talk about Javon Freeman Liberty was wild. I don't think I've ever seen Javon Freeman Liberty win a game up until this point, and I haven't seen that today, obviously. And then I think last year, I wouldn't put that on Colin. I put that probably on Orlando Robinson. He was that guy for me. But it was maybe co-share because they did share that
I think that is a co-share for me, man.
But again, I got to give Colin credit. He did a good job, too, of, protecting the rim, grabbing rebounds, not forcing shots. And then I think more than anything else is just, when you play defense to that degree, when again the Bulls were getting turned over in every way possible, you're gonna win the game just by sheer possessions alone and how many runouts that you have and the amount of dunks that we had in this game. I mean, Jonathan Mogbo with a couple alley oops, but Alijah Martin, bro.
Oh man!
So we have an interview coming out with Alijah Martin. We were able to sit down with Elijah. Me and him were able to chop it up and just talk about his whole career.
Subscribe to the Hello and Welcome YouTube channel. I promise you, this is the most comprehensive coverage you'll get of the Raptors at Summer League. I promise you already.
You know what? Not even Summer League in any sort of context, but especially here in Summer League.
But right now for Summer League,
we got you for post-game scrums. We got you for practice scrums. We got you for one-on-one interviews. We got Alijah Martin. We got Chucky Hepburn for one-on-one interviews. We got Sandra Mamakhalashvili. We're gonna get Jamal Shed. So you know what? We're just gonna put all. You know what I mean? Put our nuts on the table. Okay, they're on there. All right. No, but seriously though, I think with Elijah, bro, the highlights that he was putting out there.
Yeah.
That dunk that he had, because it was in the first half. We were sitting. On the Bulls basket. Yeah. So they were coming towards us.
Yeah.
And when I saw Elijah take off, I'm like, oh yeah, he's driving. He's got a lane. There's a rim protector there, but he's not really going at the basket. Yep. He's going towards it, but maybe parallel to it. I'm like, oh, he's probably gonna go for a layup, like a floater, or a runner, or whatever. The fact that he actually got there and then
fully extended.
Oh my God, man!
And threw it down.
Oh my God!
Obviously it's because of the sight lines that we had too, right? We're sitting courtside. One of the most beautiful dunks I've seen in person, and it's just just powerful. It's just powerful. I think Coach James Wade was talking about that after the game as well. Just a powerful dunk.
Wade dunk, man. That was some Heatles shit right there, man.
Yo, Kobe's paying LeBron. I'm paying James Wade, bro. No, but that was sick. But I think there's just a competitiveness about him, right? Had a chance to catch up with Dan Tolzman before the game.
Oh, watch.
And scoops are coming. Call me Ben and Jerry's right now in Vegas, man. Dan Tolzman, was very high, very excited about this specific pick.
Yes, man. Yeah.
And I think just even from you having had a chance to talk to him, and I know you've talked to people that are close to Elijah, that's worked with him,
for sure, yeah,
things like that, I think a lot of people in the organization, this is the guy. Maybe last year, I would say Jamal Shed was that guy, right?
Yeah.
You take Jacoby Walter as the first-round pick, but it's everybody's buzzing about Shed because you think he can just come in and contribute.
Yeah.
And I think Elijah is that guy for this season, for this draft class.
So this is what the one thing I consistently get told about Elijah is this. Mm-hmm. This guy's a winner, and he's not afraid to lead and to hold people actually accountable.
Yeah.
So one thing I saw today, obviously everyone saw the dunk, right? Everyone saw the almost dunk because he tried that shit again in the second half.
Yeah.
And that was spectacular as well. He just missed that one, right? But one thing that maybe the cameras didn't catch was in the second half, third quarter, I think, Javon Freeman literally was driving to the basket, kind of got stuck under the basket, kind of pump faked, and then went up, and then drew the foul on Ulrich Chomche. And Chomche had been doing a good job protecting the rim, but he brought his arms down in this instance. And then Javon was able to jump through those arms.
Yeah.
And right away, you saw Alijah Martin come over. He's like, yo, keep your hands up. Stay up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and just, like, got in his face about it. Now, I think, you know, Ulrich was probably like, hey, he knocked me underneath. He, like, kind of hit him below the belt. That's why he collapsed a little bit. But, like, I like that from Alijah, man.
Yeah.
Like, how many – he's been on the team, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
And he's already letting people know, like, this is what you're supposed to do on defense.
Yeah, there's a confidence. He's, like, setting a tone for the rest of the guys,
and
too,
this is
man.
why he's the only guy that's actually led to – he led Florida Atlantic University to the Final Four.
Yeah, I knew that. I saw that, man.
And then 2 years later, he goes to Florida.
I saw that,
and
too.
Florida went to national
championship.
Yeah,
man, that was crazy. I saw that,
and
man.
You're saying, like, listen, Florida, like, they've won championships before, right? They obviously had, like, the Corey Brewer, Joakim Noah,
Al Horford, you know,
right?
your favorite guy. Yeah.
Bro, that was 20 years ago. They haven't been winning as much since then.
Yeah.
And if you talk to anybody at Florida, their coaches will tell you, this guy came in and changed our program from day one because he called out all the bullshit. You don't understand how important locker room leadership is, man. Because when you see it on the team without it, you see a disarray.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so distracted because Kobe White is literally just like right there.
Kobe White's right there. I should ask Kobe White to give his thoughts on what the Bulls were showing us tonight, but that was tough.
I should say the Bulls stink a little bit louder.
No, it's crazy. By the way, the Bulls got crazy aura because, like, you know, sitting between us was, like, Chuck Swirsky in front of us.
Yeah.
Chuck, obviously he's their radio play-by-play guy.
The biggest Chucky in the building tonight.
And then I looked to my left because after the Alijah Martin, I'm like, oh shit! I'm like standing up, and I look to my left. That's Sam Smith.
Jordan rules.
I'm like, yo,
Jordan rules.
I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I celebrating?
Yo, don't sleep on Casey Johnson either, bro.
Casey Johnson.
We got Doug Smith in front of us. Lee Van Osman to the right.
Bulls are so ass. We brag about the reporters.
Oh man.
Nah, I mean, I just all that I've learned about Alijah so far is great. And again, when we pulled this interview, like, you guys will get the chance to sort of hear from him.
No, definitely stay tuned for that.
He's a cool guy, man. He's really cool, man.
It's crazy too because obviously right before the game, you know, Collin Murray-Boyles was announced. You know, it was announced by the team he wasn't going to be playing today. Left adductor injury.
Left adductor injury. Now, okay, two things I want to say on this. One, I was told that Collin actually was really limited in his pre-draft workout process, and he didn't really work out with that many teams. Toronto, he did work out with, but he didn't work out with that many teams, partially because he picked up a minor injury in the draft process.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's the same injury as this. I can't verify that just yet. The other part was that when I was at practice yesterday, me and Jerome were, like, waiting around to, like, you know, shoot the footage. There's, like, a little mini stage that has, like, probably 5 steps. And there's, like, a screen or something behind it. Like a school assembly, basically.
Sure.
And Collin had stepped behind that screen and was walking down those steps. And he was going down real gingerly for 5 steps. So I guess I could have maybe thought to look into this further. Quite frankly, there's a lot of things going on in Vegas that are capturing my attention.
Yeah.
Including the steak dinner that I'm salivating towards.
Like the Backstreet Boys concert that we're 99.1% confirmed
we are
for
so
tomorrow.
Close, man. We're like how close Kawhi Leonard was to signing with the Raptors after that Shoppers Drug Mart bag. But so and whatever. So obviously, like 5 minutes before the game, you know, PR comes over and it's like, hey, Collin's out, left adductor strain. He's expected to play game 2. Okay. So hopefully it's not too bad. But
that's Sunday, right?
That is Sunday.
Yeah,
so you know, I know there's a lot of excitement to get the chance to see him.
Yeah.
Absolutely from
my
end.
I was mentioning Collin because like you talk about all this defensive intensity, and he's touted as that guy too, right? Like maybe the best, you know, perimeter defender in the draft and all of this stuff. So I'm super excited to see what he adds to the mix, right? Because right now, the Raptors, from a summer league perspective, they've just got a lot of dogs, man. Like you know, forget about the score. It's just like the way they were pressuring, just their playing style was like suffocating today. Yeah. And if anybody cares about them like winning summer league, like they got to be one of the favorites, man.
Well, that was funny because like I think the Raptors are like actually one of the betting favorites. Now, by the way, if you're betting on summer league results, you know, call the number, Connex Ontario. But like, I just think that like for this team, it's so impressive to me how they sort of like established themselves early on. I mean, like. Again, going back to the Yuki, the point guard for the Japanese point guard that was
John Morant's little friend that was now let go, and now he's on the Bulls. Yeah.
The way that they were bullying this man, and this guy was getting tortured. This guy had to go against Jamal Shed, and then Chucky Hepburn, Alijah Martin. They switched. Jonathan Mogbo did a great job.
They took him to the castle. They took him to the shed. They took him everywhere, man.
Yo, that was tough, man. Honestly, like that was tough, man. I haven't seen Japanese people treated like that in Canada since the
like, you want a battle? We got a battle too, bro.
That was crazy, man. That was not fair what they were doing to him, man. But I think, just overall, like I just think the intensity was really strong. And again, it's funny because there weren't really despite the fact that the Raps won like this, there wasn't really a standout guy.
Sure,
you know what I mean? Like
team effort.
But, you know, like the one guy I thought who was trying to create his own offense was probably Jacoby Walter. Yeah, what'd you make of it, Jacoby's game?
Well, I feel like they were. This is obviously the emphasis, for his role on this team in summer league, and I think he hit it like a mid-range jumper early, but. It was on and off here. I think Jacoby's still a very much like a work in progress.
Okay.
I'm still not sure what kind of the go-to moves are for him. Like, what's his comfort zone as an offensive player? And thinking about this team, too, heading into the season, like, I don't know what those opportunities are. Like, is he good enough to be able to be some type of go-to scorer in the second unit? Is he good enough to space the floor to play with some of the starters, like, down the stretch? I think there still needs to be a bit more definition in who he is as an offensive player.
Yeah, I mean, I think as a rookie, he showcased that he could really guard the ball, which I think is really nice. Obviously fits into the Raps' identity.
But I think you would long-term want him to be, like, an offensive force.
You want him to be a scorer who can get his own, who can create. I think they keep talking about they want to get in the ball more and pick and rolls. I mean, tonight, there was honestly, the Bulls ended so many possessions and turnovers. It was hard to have that many possessions or in pick and rolls because you're just running in transition and fast breaks and stuff. But I do think it's going to be interesting watching him sort of get his own offense. Like, I thought he did fine. Like, I thought he did more than fine in terms of just, like, being able to knock down a three, being able to sort of, like, hit a couple of mid-range jumpers, things like that, go to the basket, take some contact. Like, those things are good. I think more than anything else, the big focus on him this season has been he's added those 12 pounds of muscle. He looks noticeably stronger.
Yes.
And I think especially for a guy like that, like, if he's not super quick and his handle isn't, like, super, like, he's not, like dropping people or whatever.
Yeah.
I think you do need a bit of that size and that ability to sort of bump guys, draw fouls. You know how much he loves drawing fouls. Like, I think those things are going to be really effective. But I think that's one of the things for me to watch is just like, okay, in a regular game, when you're not turning the other team over like it's like a high school team versus a university team or something, like, I think that, like, you are going to need more of their half-court sort of creation. And I think from that, I actually was really impressed with Jamal, the way he was able to slow down. Because that first quarter was real sloppy. Everyone was playing too fast. But that second quarter onward, I thought Jamal did a great job of just settling in. Again, he's setting the tone for the whole group, right? He's one of the, more experienced guys on the team. I thought he did a great job working the pick and roll, got a couple of looks for his guys, knocked down a three, got to the basket a couple times. Again, the stat line doesn't jump off the page, but I thought he slowed the pace down enough for the Raptors to sort of get organized. I thought Elijah did a good job with that too. And then, overall, like, I think Jamison Battle, I thought he did a great job capitalizing. Like, he's just money. Like, no Raptor can really hit a three in the first half.
Yeah, I love JB, man.
JB Smooth. Is that what we're calling
him? we are soliciting. Shouldn't use the word soliciting in Vegas, to be honest. Under any context, we are welcoming. Nicknames for all of our players.
Yeah.
So if you have something better than JB Smooth. Or J Bat, J Bat, little J Bat. He gonna spread his wings, beyond the archetype.
Yeah.
So we are taking nicknames, and Jamison Battle is a player that we have a particular, interest in that we like. Yeah.
No, he's really. Yeah. He's been impressive. I think he was one of the standout guys last year in terms of just like, who is this guy, and then turned out he actually was a geyser.
Yeah.
He turned out to be a geyser.
He's a Crody, man. Yeah.
He is?
He's a Crody.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
No,
Alex?
he's just one of the Crodies on this team, man.
That's my ball.
Well,
that's another segment we're gonna don't ruin it. That's a long segment.
That's the worst debut of That's My Ball ever.
What about JB Smooth as a nickname?
No, so I think it's funny too because like we. After the game, we do our little post game. We walk to the tunnel, and the Houston Rockets are up next, taking on the LA Clippers. And of course, we see Fred there. And we're able to chop it up with Fred just real quick. He's like, "Yo, y'all still grinding?" Which Will, I guess, took it as a slight.
He said, "Y'all still at it?"
Yeah, y'all still at it, which I think is a sign of respect. And I'm like, "You still at it?"
That was jokes. As always,
Fred always shows love.
As always, I don't approach the player. The player approaches me.
Okay.
It wasn't like I walked up to Fred and like, "Hey, Mr. Van Vliet, you remember me?"
You haven't solicited anything at all so far in Vegas.
There was like a callway. He looked over. He saw me. He's like, "What up?" And then he like walked over to us.
But I think it's cool because it's like we always go back to Fred as that story, right?
Yeah.
The undrafted story, and it's like.
I mean, we have another interview with Chucky Hepburn that we recorded as well. And one of the things Chucky was saying was just like he had connected with Fred after his first season of college. And Fred's been one of his mentors. Like, Fred's like the patron saint for like, I'm not really big enough and athletic enough and talented enough to be like a first-round pick.
But this is what I'm saying.
I'm going to grind. And like, if we can get another Fred out of Jamal, out of Elijah, out of whoever, like, bro.
A lot of these guys remind me of that Fred path, right? Like, these guys are grinders on the court. Yeah. They're going to work hard to get there. As an aside, too, we just watched a bunch of Houston Rockets guys come by. Like, Ahmed Thompson
that was aura, man. I'm not going to lie. The Rockets roster, oh, my God.
I made contact with Ime Udoka's eyes, and I was like, yo, that's dark energy behind
he got evil energy. There's
it was cool just seeing the Rockets. KD was not there.
Ahmed Thompson walked through.
Yeah, KD was the only one that was not there.
I think KD's on Twitter
Another
right now,
little scoop, because I've been running around working the hardest out of the three of us here in Vegas so far.
Mr. Ice Cream Man over here.
If you're looking to catch up with the Houston Rockets, I found out today, you probably already know this, Tillman Fertitta, the owner, owns the Golden Nugget.
Oh, yeah.
So the Houston Rockets are the only team in the NBA that stays on the Strip, apparently. I was told by a Rockets employee. So they're at the Golden Nugget if you want to track down Ahmed Thompson.
Yo, man. We're talking Rockets or Nuggets, man.
Yeah, so there you
be
go.
The conference finals.
There you go. Got a couple more scoops, but we'll hold on to those for now.
Yo, man, you guys don't understand. Like, we're just out here trying to get, like, all the content for you guys possible.
Summer
all the access.
This is Summer League. This is Summer League.
This is beautiful, though.
You go to practice, you go to games, but it's like
and then you go to Nike Outlet Mall.
Yeah, you walk. No, but you walk anywhere. It's like today in the gym, we walk by, and it's like, oh, Steve Ballmer is just right there.
Doesn't that make you want to step on the LA Lakers or LA Clippers franchise's neck?
And it's like you look to the left, and like you mentioned, there's Sam Smith, there's Brian Shaw. Like Calvin Booth is looking for a job.
Yeah.
Maybe Hello can bring him on as a consultant. Like I don't know.
I don't know about that, man.
Yeah, so it's fun, man. Obviously ran into our agent Ike as well.
Oh, big Ike,
who's here as well.
Big
so
business.
and
he was trying to get introduced as Hanson Yang. Man.
Yeah, exactly, Hanson Yang.
He's like, Hanson, have you met Chinese people before?
And running into a lot of the friends of the program, like Fred Katz.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? What up, dog?
Man.
You know what's
Arsenal
up?
fan, bro.
Yeah.
You're a gunner for real.
Yeah. Fred Katz, Sean Hyken.
Yep.
Sean Hyken definitely subscribe to the Rose Garden Report because he's got the Hanson Yang beat on lock right now.
Bro, this guy's he's downloading Duolingo to learn Chinese. He's installed a WeChat account. He's got a little red book.
Yeah, red book. He handing out red pockets this year to like the whole Blazers team. Like it's crazy, man. So. Yeah, man. Hanson landing.
He's not Shaw hiking anymore. He's she hiking, man.
Hanson landing in Toronto would have changed our lives. I feel like, man.
Oh yeah. I mean, look, I tried begging Bobby. Remember, we went to dinner with Bob, and we're
another story today. Like we're in the gym. Bobby comes in, all chill, whatever. And then
did not go up to him.
And then his parents come through, and
that's right.
And Bobby's senior is like, I'm the real Bobby.
Goodness.
Yeah,
and then he gave a cackle too, very similar to the Bobby cackle.
And then Bob's mom was like super kind and was like, hey, kind. Like people sometimes send me the
Japanese
videos.
Yeah.
Like I watch some of the stuff that you guys do, like all of this stuff.
Yeah.
Which again, it's like, this is crazy.
This is a love, though.
This is like insane.
This is love.
Yeah, so
I love this, man.
Shouts to the assistant coach too.
Oh, Ivo Simonich?
Yeah, Ivo Simonich. Show love to the Bobby Webster interview as
well. We were down again at practice today. Like Sandro Mamukelashvili was able to get his workout in and do his introductory press conference, and we're just waiting for Mamu. And he walks, and then Evo comes up behind me. We don't really talk that much, but he grabbed my arm. He's like,
Evo Knievel, baby.
Oh, man. Yeah. Evo woman. Yo, shouts to Electric Light Orchestra, but, like, he actually, like,
Resident Evo.
All right, man. Evaporated milk, all right? But he, like, walked over, and he's like, yo, man, I was just on YouTube last night. I saw this video that you guys did with Bobby. Watched it. He said it was super hilarious. He had a great time with it. I'm like, yo, the amount of love we're getting out here is crazy.
It's so sick, man. No, it's great. Summer League is
a year ago, we just launched Hello and Welcome, and look at where we are now, man.
Yo, look at us, man.
Actually, we're in the exact same spot right now.
Yeah, legit. Summer League I wouldn't describe as like a party. What do you think is the best way to describe like
summer camp? It's a summer camp.
Okay, summer. I never went to summer camp as a kid. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Not one?
No, not once.
Not like swim camp or chess camp or
can't
soccer
swim.
camp.
Can't chess.
Programming camp.
Definitely can't chess.
Yeah, can't chess. Chess, not checkers.
Yeah.
Checkers camp?
No, I never went to camp.
Checkers camp, do they?
No.
They know checkers camp.
Yeah,
man.
no, I never went to camp. So, but you're saying this is like a camp vibe.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's like that because you see people from different schools.
It's just really chill. It's like so low stakes.
Yeah.
Like this ain't the playoffs. This ain't the finals. Like it's super chill. It's really about just running into people and like catching up. And that's really the main thing.
But the thing is, like, you actually have time to catch up with people here first off, because like people are here for like 3-4 days. It's not like all-star work. Everyone's like in a rush.
Sure.
And then like there's no pressure. You know what I mean? Like NBA finals people are tight and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right now everyone's just chill. There's nothing on the line. Everything's just relaxed. And then I think for me, like, I know I'm getting older because like every time I see these young guys, I'm just like, I'm so proud of you, man. I'm so proud of you. You know what I mean? Like, to see these young guys grind to get to this point, rookies who are playing their first game for the first time, they're all nervous.
Yeah.
Sophomores who, like, always gain 10 pounds over the course of the year.
Right.
They come in a little bit more steady.
Yeah.
You know, the old veterans who are, like, trying to, like, find a way to get on a roster like A.J. Lawson, who, by the way, was awesome tonight, was the Raptors' leading scorer.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be discounted. But, like, most likely, obviously, we'll find another team elsewhere. But, like, him, Colin Castleton, I just find myself rooting for everybody. You know what I mean? I sound like Katie Hano on basketball feelings, but like
for sure.
I just see a bunch of kids.
Katie out here too. Shouts to Katie.
Yeah, we got Katie and Katie.
We got Katie. Oh, one more scoop.
What's up?
You know,
most
of the people here in the
scoops we got, man.
Most of the people here in the live chat know.
Yeah.
You know, Top Shot Tesla. We spotted Top Shot Tesla here in person today.
Oh, no wonder we're not getting the
Top Shot. We spotted you. You were wearing a Joe Dumars T-shirt. He was wearing the meme of Joe Dumars holding 2 phones.
Oh, 2 phones?
Yeah, that was his tee. So Top Shot, you know, if you get a chance to listen to this after, you know, definitely reach out in some way to confirm that was you. But we're pretty sure it was you.
Tomorrow at the Thomas and Mack.
Yeah, let us know. Man. Meet us at the Hanson Yang pole, man.
Oh, that has been our meeting place for the whole.
Yeah, meet at the Hanson Yang pole, man. Meet at the Hanson Yang pole. That's like a Death Cab song, you know.
Yeah, that's kind of fun actually.
But anything else about the actual game?
No, I'm just really excited to see more of it.
But you gotta get to.
Today was so weird because they forced so many turnovers.
Yeah.
But again, they just shows me how together.
No, they set the tone. They set the tone for what this summer camp is going to be about.
Yeah.
You know, you sent us on investigative assignments about the chicken tenders and the assistant coaches.
Okay, I guess last thing is it's not just about the players, but it's also about how many assistant coaches they have.
Yo, you know, like we've been here in Vegas a couple days. Like I talked to a couple Uber drivers. You know, I took in some Ubers without you guys because obviously, as I see some people in the chat are asking, the wind ban still in effect right now. But you know, I've been asking a couple Uber drivers. I'm like, man, Vegas seems a little dead. Like. And they've confirmed. They're like, there's tourism's kind of down. Like, I think a lot of people aren't coming in from Canada right now.
We're in a recession right now,
man. But it's like jobs are tough. Like, I know some of my friends been laid off recently and all this stuff, right?
Lots, man.
But, you know, the only booming economy is the NBA assistant coach economy.
Oh, my God.
If you want a job, get yourself fitted into an NBA polo.
Yeah, just wear a polo.
Medium-sized polo. Show up to Summer League.
Yeah.
And just sit on a bench, man. You might end up just with a full-time job.
No,
man.
okay, so... To describe this, obviously Darko's not actually coaching the team, right? James Wade, one of the Raptors' assistants, is actually the one coaching the team right now. Eyeball test for me, there's 2 rows of assistant coaches.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say there's 13 assistant coaches.
Okay. So
13 total coaches.
Yeah. So you sent me on a mission to go to the other end of the gym.
Yeah.
Do a count of how many coaches. And again, it's very easy to find out because right now, all these coaches always coordinate their outfits. So the Raptors assistant coaches are all in that, what is it, maroon color polo, right?
We got maroon 5. We got maroon 15, actually.
Well, guess what? So the final count, and I did do a double count because we're in a country where sometimes voting gets a little bit weird, so you want to make sure you count twice.
Count.
It's maroon. It's maroon 22. Yeah.
What up?
Yo, we're saying what up to Andrew Schleck over here.
You're telling me the Raptors have 22 assistant coaches?
The Raptors have no. Okay, so I guess the official number is 21 because I included James Wade as well.
Okay.
So.
But did you include Darko?
I did not include Darko.
So that's 23 coaches that they have in the summer league. Yo, how is that possible, man?
First of all. How do you guys even hang out when you're 23 assistant coaches? You talk about building chemistry.
Yo, you can't even go to dinner together, man.
No, you can't.
Where do you go to dinner for 23
like 5
people?
Separate blackjack tables, man. Like, how do you even bond, man? It's like, I'm taking Jim Sam with me.
Yeah.
I'm taking Evil Knievel. I'm taking our guy Muddy. You know, who else we were taking Noah Lewis.
Yo, Darko, you know that scene in Rush Hour 2 when they're in Hong Kong?
And
they have the massage parlor with Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker?
No.
And that lady opens the door and there's like, you know what I mean? And Chris Tucker's like, I need that one. I need this one for my feet and my back hurts. That's Darko right now for drills, man. He's like, I need this guy.
Yeah, so
I need her for
23 coaches, man. 23 coaches, and you know what?
This might be an record. It has to be.
I don't like to bring misinformation to any platform.
Yeah.
Especially because I was in an elevator today and the homie across from me is just wearing an InfoWars t-shirt.
Oh yeah, we in America, baby.
And that's like the 7th craziest shirt I've seen so far on this trip.
Someone near me had a Candace Owens push alert.
Oh my God.
They had her on like Sean's push alerts.
Anyway, so I will do a second count on Sunday.
Okay.
I just want to be sure.
Okay, yeah.
Because there's so many coaches, some of them can't even sit on the bench.
Yeah.
Like Jim Sand was relegated. Like Jim Sand said, no seniority here.
How they put a Sandman on the sideline?
It's crazy, man. Anyways, 23 total coaches in the building, and does that include like there's got to be other types of coaches that are like hanging around too, no? Or is that the full squad?
I mean, the thing is, they bring everyone down here. So
okay.
Assistants, scouts.
Yeah.
Actually, one thing that's really touching is year after year.
Yeah.
They bring out Wayne Embry. And
Right.
Wayne at this point is obviously very old and very, very far along in life.
Yeah.
But like, he still makes it a point to come out to Vegas in the summertime.
Yeah.
They always make sure. Warren LeGarry always makes sure. Show that Wayne Embry is one of the true trailblazers and one of the
actual
real gems,
legend. Yeah.
A living legend in the Toronto Raptors organization. If you don't know about him, please just look him up.
Just a living legend in the basketball space, man.
Period. But like. Yeah. Bringing him and his wife courtside, and then Patrick Engelbrecht, who's one of the Raptors' scouts.
Yeah, big dog.
Always sits with them, and the three of them always sit all on the baseline right in front of the media direction. It's so impressive to me because, again, he's like 80-plus easily when he makes time for this. So, I mean, the Raptors are family, man. I mean, Bobby got his whole family. He got his kids out here.
Hey, there's been some breakups in the family recently.
Pat Delaney.
That's all I'm saying.
I mean, well,
Yeah.
Pat Delaney, got his kids running around. That kid could really shoot, by the way. Pat Delaney's son could really hoop, but like. It's just a fun vibe. Really, the only thing is we just haven't seen Masai. We've been on the lookout.
Well, Will's had this theory that Masai's going to show up to Summer League, and I'm like, why would Masai show up to Summer League? Masai's too big for Summer League. Like, it's like current.
Masai's too big for Summer League?
His current stature right now. Like, he just got let go. His last 2 interviews was on Good Morning America and Kelly Clarkson.
Okay.
And now he's going to come
Since you've been gone.
And now he's going to come to Thomas and Mack and get interviewed by who? George Sedano? Like, what are we doing here, man? No disrespect to Big J, but like.
Well,
you go from Kelly Clarkson to Good Morning America. I think your next move is either like Michelle Obama's podcast or like the Oprah Network. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we were walking out from the small gym to over here to where we're actually set up.
Yeah.
And one thing I noticed was it was the Rockets playing the Clippers.
Yeah.
In that game, and all the former Rockets were courtside.
Yeah.
And then it was Dylan Brooks.
Dylan Brooks with his hair out, Jesus look.
Like
He had the Jesus look, and he's just staring down the whole Rockets
team that just traded him. I was crying, man. Because he does that thing where he like stands on the sideline and looks at LeBron.
Yeah. But he's pure just staring at the whole Rockets team, from the PR to the social team to the players.
Shouts to Dylan Brooks, man.
That's actually really funny.
Are the Suns even playing today? Like, did he make the trip just to look at the Rockets?
I think the Suns were like in the other gym, man. Also, I don't think the Suns have enough players to field a summer league team.
The Suns, let us know if you need extra assistant coaches, man. We got some to spare, man.
Yeah, summer league is crazy, man. It's just these like little nuggets, little run-ins.
Oh man.
And it's no, I don't know. It's super fun, man.
This is great.
Super fun.
It was a great game.
And by the way, I'm at +1. I see people in the chat. I'm at plus $100 right now on blackjack.
Yeah, man.
Took a little hit this morning, but listen, man, blackjack. You know the ups and downs, man.
Yeah.
You got to take your risks. You got to double down. You got to split those 6s against a 5 and stuff.
You got to bet on the dealer to bust.
Yeah. So what?
You're betting on the come. Like my Windhorse, man.
Oh my goodness. All right, man. That's the alert meter. All right. 3 stars time.
3 stars. Great stuff, man. 3 stars.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to pull up the box score because honestly, there's been
box score alert.
All right. 3 stars for tonight's game. I'm going to give the first star, honestly, I'm going to give the first star to Alijah Martin for that dunk alone.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
That dunk, oh my goodness, man.
Was there a single dunk in last season that topped that? Was there a single dunk?
I mean, how I don't. You think I know?
Someone in the chat, let us know if there's any dunk.
All of the summer league dunks.
No, not summer league. Like the whole regular season.
Regular season?
Was there even a single regular season dunk that met that?
That was a real poster, and I think Elijah
didn't Bruno Fernando posterize somebody?
He posterized Giannis.
Okay, maybe that one.
We saw Bruno Fernando today. Actually, he was watching the Raptors game.
That's an honorable mention. We don't need to drop that as a scoop.
Okay, all right, not Wanch. Okay.
Okay, Elijah Martin.
I'll give Elijah Martin the first time. I thought Elijah would he tore the house down.
Yeah.
He knocked down some threes, was confident. He had a one-on-one against Noah Asenge.
Yeah. I'm out on Asenge already, by the way. Yeah.
You know what?
Mikal Bridges with bulging eyes.
Oh, man. Noah Senge, I mean, that was tough. But, like, he is 6'10" with, like, a 7-foot wingspan.
Yeah.
Super long. And Elijah Martin was just able to stick with him.
Yeah.
And then hit a fadeaway over him very calmly. I thought it was really, really
nice,
smooth.
Nice,
I'm just excited about Elijah.
Okay, first star. Yep.
Jonathan Mogbo, second star. I feel like we haven't done enough justice for Jonathan because Collin came in. Yeah. It's a shiny new toy. You don't become, like, as big as you were last year. But Mogbo played a great game.
Sure.
Was out in transition. Elijah served up with a couple of lob dunks. He was just around the basket finishing.
Yeah.
I thought he did a great job switching and defending, rebounding. I don't think he made a mistake out there. You know, he didn't show us anything new, but I thought he played a really good game.
Solid player. Solid
And then
dude.
third star, you got to give him his love, man. But AJ Lawson, man.
Yeah. Leading scorer, right?
Are you kidding me? That should be against the law, son.
That's a number. Okay, 3-star. Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
We do Gerald Henderson for Summer League.
Henderson for Summer League is going to go to Javon Freeman Liberty.
No, man.
Bro, look at the stat line. This 5 of 6 from the field, 10 of 13 from the foul line, a minus 23.
I can't, man.
Come on, bro. How's that even possible?
Man. But yo, I can't believe.
Never seen this man win a game. I'm sorry, Javon.
I can't believe this, homie. No, we love you, man. I think.
It's debatable.
Yo, they got a William Hickey on there.
Yeah, they got a Hickey.
Yo, that's crazy.
They got
man.
Yuki.
They got
Kawamura?
Romeo Weems.
Yo, they got Wooga
Poplar. Yo, he's 1 U away from being popular, man. He's popular.
Wooga Poplar is
By the way, the Detroit Pistons have a player that's called Cop. Yeah, like he's a cop.
COPP.
Yeah, his nickname is America's Most Wanted.
His nickname's legit OPP. It's crazy.
Anyways, Raptors win 116-72.
Yeah, we got a steak dinner to get to. We got a whole night in Vegas ahead of us.
Shout out to Raptors PR for this free dinner on its way.
Yeah, but most importantly, hit subscribe. I cannot say this enough. Hit subscribe to the Hello Welcome podcast on YouTube, on Instagram, on X, wherever you're consuming, because I'm not gonna lie to you. We got the post game scrums, we got interviews, we got exclusive interviews, we got post game recaps. Like, come on, man. What else we got to do for you? We got jokes, we got scoops, we got actual reporting. We got Jerome begging us to go because we got.
No. Just want to shout out the Summer League studio that we're in right now, powered by Sports Business Classroom.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So just want to slide in to do that.
SBC, baby, not the card, but the classroom.
Hi everyone. Thanks for staying up with us.
There we go. Anyway, thanks everyone for listening. All right, we're going to have a good night. Again, just stay tuned. We're going to post a lot more content. If you haven't watched it already, Sandro spoke, Darko spoke. Go to the YouTube channel. Hit subscribe. Yo, we're like how many people? Like 200 away from 10,000?
Yo,
if we don't come out of Summer League with 10,000, like, what are we doing for you?
Please,
again,
man. Look at how hard I'm working, man. Let's go.
Man. Yo, Alex been working 1 out of every 3 days, man. Goodness, man.
I'm creating so much banter pod content.
Yo, you don't understand. He's like the banter pod MVP.
Holy.
The amount of inside jokes we're about to bring you is crazy.
Oh, man. Okay.
We're gonna sign off for now. Thanks everyone for listening. This has been the Hello Welcome podcast presented by Betway. Actually, last thing before we go, we have to shout out our sponsor. So we're gonna stick around because we absolutely need to give them their love as well on all of this. But what's going on, everybody? The Hello and Welcome crew is officially headed to Las Vegas Summer League this week. What this means for the show is as follows. Officially, on the record, we're really excited to bring you the latest in the next generation of the Toronto Raptors and also other young NBA stars from across the league. But of course, unofficially, this being Vegas and all, we are really looking forward to crashing a few exclusive NBA parties, rubbing shoulders with some of your favorite media personalities, and of course, catching up with all our dear friends from across the league. And when it comes time to be reaching for a beverage, you know we'll be asking for a Simply Spiked for us and the whole crew. And here's the thing. The fine folks at Simply Spiked have been really kind to send us cases to try of their new beverages. And let me tell you from firsthand experience, these are very crushable drinks. The limeade flavor is a very refreshing take on the original. The blackberry flavor has a nice tart twist. And of course, the cherry one, you already know that's the bomb. At 5% alcohol and made with real fruit juices, they're perfect to bring to any summertime outing, whether that's rubbing shoulders with NBA people or just having a nice little picnic in the park. Pick up Simply Spiked at your local store and try some for yourself, and we'll catch you when we're back in Toronto. And don't forget, you must be of legal drinking age, and please celebrate responsibly, like we're gonna do tonight, man. Because we're legal drinking age. We're gonna celebrate responsibly.
Yeah, man.
Yo, honestly, let's get Simply Spiked out in Vegas.
Let's do it, man.
Great time, man.
Drink some Simply Spiked. Listen to the new Clips album.
Cherry.
You know, I'm not about the whips and chains. When Vegas is about chips and gains, man. Okay, that's my next IG caption. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, man, this has been great. Thanks everyone for listening. We'll be back obviously live after the next game. Check out all the post game on our channel. And I'm gonna beg you one last time, but please hit the subscribe button. So thanks everyone for listening. For myself, Will, Alex, Jerome, Chang. This has been the Hello and Welcome podcast presented by Betway. We out.